He's on your ass, Key Freak. You keep lying to everybody, brother. Yeah, ask him that question. Go ahead. Let me find out what that is. Yo, even when she's sick, she's a beacon of light. Beacon of light. Oh my gosh, bro. Coco is inspirational, bro. I'm telling you. I feel so good for my guy, man. I'm so happy for Tartar, bro. His dreams can be a reality now. You better get on that, boy. You better get on that. She might be the greatest witch of all time. You gotta hurry up, brother. You gotta hurry up, brother. Witch Hat Atelier episode 10 was so cute and adorable, guys, okay? It was an inspirational episode, man. So my guy Tartar here is burdened with the difficulties of having silver wash eyes, which is basically he sees the world in silver, right? Again, you can imagine how complicated that could be for anybody, right? But I love this episode because it just shows you, not only is he dealing with his difficulties, and we saw kind of the background of it, but Coco inspiring him, right? So take a look at this episode when it starts out. He's trying to talk to Keyfree, right? And again,
since you're here,
he's on your ass, Keyfree. You keep lying to everybody, brother. Yeah, ask him that question. Go ahead. Let me find out what that is. Right, and again, Keyfree's a lying son of a bitch. He's hiding many things. Again, with maybe good intention. We have no idea. Maybe all in all, his overall goal is admirable, right? Everyone goes through their own hardships and has to lie to achieve their goals. I understand that, right? Sometimes, but it's the fact that he's keeping it away from his students who actually admire him. I don't agree with that. But again, he did wipe Nono's memories. Tartar's grandfather, right? I'm pretty sure that's what happened. That must have been what happened, right? And then it looks as though Tartar wants to ask him what happened with that flashing light that we saw, right? And obviously that flashing light wasn't him wiping Nono's memories. That was actually from the ink bottle that the Brim Cap gave to Coco that they were trying to investigate, right? But as a result of that, Keyfree wiped away Nono's memories because Keyfree doesn't want any authorities to know what's going on, right? So Tartar wants a big explanation of what happened with that flash of light. Obviously, Keyfree uses his charms to kind of negate the question, kind of make him feel a little flustered, right?
I would be more than happy to answer any questions you might have.
What would you like to
know? Go on, tell me.
He's using his charm to...
It's not that kind of question. Not with him sparkling away like that.
He's doing that on purpose, brother. Don't let him distract you. So again, he's not going to tell him. I don't think he's ever going to do that. He's just dodging the question altogether because Keyfree knows what the question's going to be. And he doesn't want to give him an answer, right? So, again, we're here with Coco, though, right? So the main thing is about Coco getting better, right? So Keyfree successfully dodged the question, right? And now, Coco's in bed, right? Just bedridden. And then Tartar is just kind of, wants to go back home. Keyfree has it from here. Keyfree is watching over Coco, make sure she's okay. So Tartar really has no business to be there anymore. He's about to go home, right? And he basically says, hey, look, before Tartar leaves, he says, yo, look, that question that you have for me, we're going to have to put that off till next time. Obviously, I'm dealing with my apprentice here, right? Keyfree...
This hardly seems the time.
Right.
You ain't no question you want to ask.
I agree with you. Some other day, then.
You never gonna see this man again. Come on, Tartar. You gotta strike while the iron is hot, bro. Don't let him weave the question. Keyfree's doing everything possible to avoid Tartar's question and giving him an answer, right? Very within his character, right? All right, cool. So then we're going through the whole thing with Tartar, right? He's trying to get back home, and he realizes that he left his brim cap. That's not brim cap. He left his witch cap home at well, there's no way he left it at. He left it somewhere. He dropped it along the way of him trying to get back to his house, right? And obviously on this boat, you cannot cross the river to the other side unless you show that you are a witch or a witch apprentice, right? So again, this guy's giving him a super hard time, right? But again, he's just doing his job. What can we do? You know what I'm saying? He's there he's there to just do his job. So again, Tartar goes back and looks for his hat, right? And then, Keyfree's using his water magic to make sure that Coco doesn't overheat because she is sick, right? She has a fever, everything like that. And then, this guy right here is saying, hey, the fact that you witches are able to do these things are wonderful. And Keyfree in turn is saying, no, you guys are actually wonderful because you guys can heal people. We can't do that. Again, hinting at the fact that witches are now allowed to use magic to heal their bodies. That used to be a thing back in the day, but because of the whole big rule back in the day, with the whole Knights Templar, right? They're not able to use that. That's a forbidden magic now. You can't heal your body with magic. So Kiefer is showing his appreciation for the doctors, saying that, yo, you guys are the one that's healing, that's helping her get better. I'm just sitting here and making sure she's overheat, right? So
Witches certainly are amazing. I'd say the same of you doctors. My abilities can't make her better, but yours can.
So again, you can see that appreciation there, and you can also see that, like, it's kind of stupid, man. I wish that these spells like that should be allowed to keep around, like to heal. The Brim Cats just have so much of an advantage because they have the forbidden spells and the normal spells. It's absolutely unbelievable. Whenever I see conversation like this, it just makes me think that, right? Like, oh my gosh, simple things like that we can't do for ourselves. It's crazy. But again, and then there's an issue with a fire, right? I thought this was kind of like a way to lure Kiefer again away from his apprentice, so that one of the Brim Cats can take her away. But it was just it was always a coincidence, right? This was not a plan of any sorts to get Coco, right? Very surprised about that. So he has to make a decision. He was gonna stay with Coco, but then Coco wakes up for 2 seconds, saying, "Nah, go ahead and help. That's what we do. We're witches, right? Go help out the situation. I'll be okay." Even though she was terrified of being alone, right?
Be alright. Go help those people. That's what witches are supposed to do.
Oh, look at her wake up at the perfect time. Right? Again, this shows you how strong Coco is. She cares about people a lot, right? Even at the expense of her own well-being, right? Again, she's a true hero through and through. Tartar's looking for his cap. He finds out that the cap is back where he left it, right? Back at where Coco's at the little hospital, right? And then he sees that Coco's suffering, right? Again, Tartar's a very good person. Even though he goes through his own struggles in his life with silver wash eyes, he is willing to help out somebody in need, right? He cares for Coco a lot now, right? So again, what I love about Tartar, though, is that even though everybody around him is telling him about his inabilities or his deficiencies, right? And that he can't become a witch because of his condition, he's still trying.
If I extract the water from the medicine, perhaps I can identify its components.
Uh-oh. Ah, okay. See, he's trying to find a workaround of his disability, kind of. That's the biggest message. He's still trying, and I hope this is an inspiration to all you guys out there who has something wrong with you, you think something's wrong with you, and you are scared to kind of take that leap to accomplish your goals. Just keep trying anyway. You never know. You never know, right? It's all about overcoming your obstacles. That's what life is about, right? Even with an obstacle as big as this one, and Tartar is not letting this bring him down. Even though he does get down on himself, at the end of the day, he's still trying. That's his personality, right? That's great. Love that about him. Again, the situation with the bottles, he's trying to get the leaf to kind of the leaf that's needed to help Coco get a little bit better. He can't tell the difference between the bottles because again, he cannot see color, right? And all these magic bottles have color liquid in them, right? So again, he's trying, he's down on himself, and Coco does a great job of just influencing him to just keep going, right? It's okay. Like magic, that's what magic is for. Magic is used to help make the impossible possible, right? So Coco brilliantly influences him and encourages him to not give up, and he eventually finds a way, right? He finds a way, and he's struggling to get there, right? And then Coco just brings up uses her magic. Brings up a magic spell that's drawing to kind of help him break down. Like again, everything with magic to get to a result, it has to be in a previous form, right? So the leaf is now broken down, but there's a way for it to get the leaf back again to reverse the effects of the powder. So the powder turns back into the leaf. That's what Coco's trying to do here. Is Coco really about to be the person that helps him overcome his hardships? That's gonna be so. That's gonna be so beautiful.
I inverted the signs of crushing from their usual position. The
Ah.
spell turns solid things to powder.
So then if you
In this
inverted the
case, you're gonna
sides,
turn powder into
it would become a spell to turn
powder
things
things back
into
into
their
what they're
solid form.
exactly. Yep, that's exactly what you need right
That's
now.
where you
And she did okay of a job of drawing the spell out. He understands the concept now of how it works, but then she says, "Oh, let's just inverse the signs," which is actually very good. I wonder if she's the first person to ever come up with that. Maybe this is already a thing that people already know about, right? But yeah, so she decides to inverse the signs to make the leaf powder revert back to the leaf itself. And then it took a little bit of perfecting, right, by Tartar. So now it becomes Tartar's spell, right? He's the one that kind of perfected it for her. Make sure, and remember, Coco's still learning to draw, right? She's kind of still shaking, and she's sick. Doesn't help at all. So now Tartar, with his ability to balance things out, he sees things in very dimensional shapes, and he's able to see the balance and stuff. right? So with that being said, he's able to draw out the lines very neatly and balance out the signs how they need to be balanced out. And with that, he's able to figure out and perfect the reversing spell. And I absolutely love that for him, because that's going to help him. That's going to be the foundation of him being a witch now. That's the big influence that he needed, right? This is going to be the base foundation for him to overcome his silver watch eye condition, and now to turn it into a blessing, right? To reverse things to back to the original form, because he can't see color. Okay, that's great. Absolutely enough for him. He's inspired. Look at him. He's so inspired. She, even when she's sick, she's a beacon of light. Beacon of light. Oh my gosh, bro. Coco is inspirational, bro. I'm telling you. I feel so good for my guy, man. I'm so happy for Tartar, bro. His dreams can be a reality now. That this spell is working out for him, right? Because now he's now the path of being a witch is much more successful, much more likely for him now, right? And I just love that for him, man. He's a great character. He has a great personality. He has a hero's mentality. I can see him and Coco being a thing, most definitely. He gets caught by by the head doctor here, right? Gets a little bit scolded for, taking on this thing without, having the experience, right? But again, the doctor sees his potential, right? And asks him, hey, have you worked in medicine before? He's like, nah, it's my first time. And then she's like, oh, you might want to, that's a thing you could probably do. You might want to consider that as to be a career path, right? Again, just overcoming his obstacle in every way, shape, and form here, right? And then, Keyfree, it ends up being an actual innocent situation. The place that was on fire that he mentioned, right? And then, again, this guy kind of trying to oversimplify what witches do, right? And again, that's kind of something that witches have to deal with, right? With outsiders. It's not easy. These things, they might seem like they can snap their fingers and make everything better, but that's not how it works. They have to follow a certain set of rules and commands, right? Again, if these were brim caps, they could probably do it 1, 2, 3, right? Because brim cats can use forbidden magic and to advance or succeed in any way that they need to, right? But these type of witches, the pointed cap witches, the ones that are legal, they have to follow certain rules and conditions that can be very difficult to accomplish things, right? And that's kind of like one of the points that the show made here.
This sort of thing's easy for you witch types, right? Just wiggle your fingers and problem solved. You have to lead the way at times like these. Use your powers for good. We're all counting on you, son.
Sir, I'm afraid that's a bit of an oversimplification. Things are easy for witches. Hardly.
Nah.
If
Everything comes with their own
we
hardships.
wouldn't have to worry or suffer as we do.
Keyfree, Mom is glad that nothing happened to Coco. I thought this was just all a ploy, but yeah, everything's fine. Everything is fine, and now that Tartar has his new inspiration, now he seems like a whole different character. He seems like a whole different vibe, right? I love that for him, positive vibes, right? And then he promises Coco. He's kind of sees Coco as inspiration now, right? And he promises Coco that, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and make you that pen tailored to you, right? Which is what Coco kind of needs, right? So hopefully that comes to fruition, right? And hopefully nothing gets in the way of that. Well, something probably will. Probably, right? And the Brimcast kind of just told you why, all right? So yeah, I just love that. I got complete faith in him, especially now. Since, oh, look at that. You like her. You like her.
Right then. Let's head home.
Better get on that, buddy. Better get on that. She might be the greatest witch of all time. You gotta hurry up, brother. You gotta hurry up, brother. And then Coco kind of says here, actually, I forgot what Coco said here.
By nightmares all this time.
Oh yeah, Coco was just saying that she's going through her own hardships a little bit, but everything's gonna be okay in the end, right? She has a newfound ray of hope for herself. I think that was because of Tartar, her little experience with Tartar here, right? So that's great, man. I just love that these characters now positively inspired. I'm glad that nothing happened to Coco during this episode, right? But the Brimcats are not gonna make their move, right? That's the whole thing. The last time the Brimcats got to the girls was when that little moment when they separated from Keyfree, right? And it seems as though Keyfree has a very fond knack of doing that, leaving his princesses behind, right, to go do something else. And they're gonna take advantage of the tests, because the test they can't be near their masters, and they're gonna take advantage of getting Coco and maybe even the other girls while Keyfree is not around, right? That is their big plan. All right, let's see more ops. I want to see more of the ops.
So then you, the embodiment of forbidden magic, will take that action.
That's my intention. During a
Sasaran.
test, an apprentice must leave their master's protection. That is when we must strike.
That's when you guys stroked last time, so why not this time? We met a whole new character here. I think his name is Sartan, whatever his name is. I forgot his name.
So then you,
Let me see.
action.
Sasaran is here, right? Looks as though and the Brimcap call him the embodiment of forbidden magic, right? So this is probably a super strong character here. You can't even see him. He's like John Cena. You feel me? That's John Cena under there. You feel me? But yeah, man. Cannot wait to see what this whole thing entails, man. I love this episode. I love this whole story. I can see that the character development is very there. The attention to detail with the characters is present. The emotion is present. You feel like you have a bond with these characters, right? And I just love it, man. I can't wait to see where this whole thing is going, right? And hopefully Tartar can become one of the GOATs, man. And he's great. He's a great person. He has a hero mentality. He has hero written all over him, right? So hopefully him and Coco can do some great things in the future, right? Hopefully they get together too, because they seem like a match made in heaven, not gonna lie. But guys, thank you guys so much for the vibe, man. Look out for episode 11 reaction coming next week, okay? I don't know how long season 1's gonna be, but we're gonna be here for all of it. You feel me, okay? Thank y'all so much for the vibe. On the bottom of the screen, you will see a panel showing all the anime that we are react to on this channel. Witch Hat Atelier is one of our shonen anime, okay? Look out for episode reactions every single Monday. Also, YK TV store, online merch, coming real soon. I'm almost done, and it has some serious drip, guys, okay? Spreading positivity and confidence with a style powered by you. And do not forget to follow me on my social media for YK TV updates and edits. The links to my socials are in the description. Do not forget to share, like, comment, subscribe, you know the vibe. And don't forget the motto, guys. Don't forget to live, laugh, love, and enjoy life, all right? Take care, y'all. Peace.